The man never expected that the ex-girlfriend who once left him because he was poor had actually been quietly supporting him all along after he became a top star. Their breakup happened long before he ever debuted. Back then, Kevin had turned into a troublemaker because of his father's cold indifference. His father spent every day gambling and never cared about Kevin's life. With no one to rely on, Kevin made a little money by singing on the streets. Sometimes girls passing by would give him a few dollars because they thought he looked cute. But Annie was different. Every single day, she would bring him takoyaki. At first, Kevin thought she liked him, but Annie told him she was simply drawn to his voice. Her kindness slowly made Kevin fall for her, but because of his situation back then, he never had the courage to confess, so he stayed by her side as just a friend. Even though their personalities were completely different, they somehow got along really well. Annie truly believed Kevin had an amazing voice. She kept encouraging him to become a singer, but Kevin never believed he was good enough. Since street performances barely made him any money, Annie's father invited Kevin to help out at their family shop. The work wasn't hard, and Kevin quickly picked it up. Spending so much time with Annie, Kevin eventually couldn't hide his feelings anymore. So one day, he finally gathered the courage to confess, and Annie said yes. Just like that, they became a couple. Later, with Annie constantly encouraging him, Kevin finally found the courage to audition for a music competition. Through sheer effort, he managed to make it all the way to the finals. Thanks to the money he earned working at Annie's family shop, Kevin had saved up a little. He planned to use it to buy Annie a special gift. But right then, his father suddenly showed up. He demanded money from Kevin. But that money was meant for Annie's gift, something Kevin had worked so hard to save. So he refused. As his father tried to snatch the money away, Annie suddenly appeared and knocked the man to the ground. But just as Annie stepped forward to check on Kevin, his father suddenly got back up and shoved her violently down the stairs. She injured her leg in the fall. Kevin was overwhelmed with guilt. He believed Annie's injury was all his fault. Because of that, he even decided to give up the music competition. When Annie heard about it, she was furious. In a moment of anger, she broke up with him. Kevin didn't try to stop her. He was afraid his father might hurt her again. After that day, Kevin quit working at Annie's family shop and started hanging out with the local troublemakers. But later, after a friend recommended him, Kevin joined a talent show. Luckily, he managed to debut successfully. In front of his fans, he always played the role of a cheerful, healing idol. But in private, he lived in a constant state of depression. Now that he finally had fame and success, Kevin wanted to get back together with Annie. But every time Annie saw him, she pretended not to recognize him. That made Kevin think she hated him. What he didn't know was that Annie had never stopped loving him. She had actually become one of his most loyal fans. But now that Kevin was a famous idol, she was afraid getting close to him would only cause problems for his career. So she chose to stay away. Still, she didn't want Kevin to misunderstand her forever. So she asked Jack to give Kevin her online account. At first, Kevin thought it was just some random fan's account. But the moment he saw Annie's photo, he realized the truth. It was Annie's account. And then he noticed something else. Annie had been quietly following him and supporting him ever since his talent show days.